Hello, my name is Johnny Chaffin from Collins Manufacturing, and what we're going to talk about today is the interchangeability of the Collins Manufacturing fixtures with the older style Belvedere bowls in some of the Great Clips locations. Everything's pretty well a straight change out, with the exception being the vacuum breaker. On the vacuum breaker on the Belvedere units, the holes are a little wider apart than they are on the current vacuum breakers supplied by Collins. It may require you to take a round file and slightly file these holes on the inside to change the distance between the two. As you can see, I filed this one for just a few minutes. The vacuum breaker installs easily. One thing on the vacuum breaker to remember is the arrows show the flow. Make sure that you're attaching the hoses in the proper orientation or proper location on the vacuum breaker. So the vacuum breaker goes here and installs easy after you do the filing. We can set that aside. Now we're going to talk about the faucet. This is the 570 faucet that's supplied with the current Collins bowls. You just feed your hoses through the top. The bowl installs in place. You want to check the orientation of it, and then on the back side you'll install the washer and the retainer on the discharge hose, and then use the nut to draw it up tight, and it just makes a sandwich against the bottom of the bowl and holds the faucet in place. So that's an easy enough installation if you run into a faucet problem. Take this out. Now we're going to talk about the basket strainers. On the basket strainers, you would apply plumber's putty to this location here, and then when you put it in here, it squeezes out and form a seal. Then on the bottom of the unit, you will install the felt washer and then the rubber washer. Now at this point in the installation, if you were using the metal bracket that goes to the wall, you would need to use the Belvedere supplied bracket, because the Collins bracket is a different length. It only works with the Collins bowl. So if you had this bracket, you'll need to use the one that came with your bowl. After this is installed, I'm not going to tighten it down. Next, you install your tailpiece and the washer. If you're using the Collins, turn the bowl around, using the Collins supplied hair trap, it will go in here. I've taken this nut off so I can show you how it's installed, but that's what it would look like underneath your bowl. And it just attaches to the tailpiece. Then you have the pipe that comes out and goes to the wall, which you could reuse from your old system. So everything's pretty well a direct change out. I've also got the spray hose here to show you how there's no difference in the standard spray hose you've been using and the new style. And of course we've got the connector hose that goes from the faucet to the vacuum breaker. That comes with the vacuum breaker. So all the parts are interchangeable. If you have any one of the components goes out, they can be ordered from us, and we have replacements in stock. Thank you again.